It is May, it is 71 degrees out, I am wearing a pretty floral dress, and I want it to be fall, so we are going to make apple cinnamon muffins. This recipe is not mine, it's one that I just looked up on Google to see what would come up first, and this one looks like a good one, so we're gonna go with it. All the dry ingredients are gonna go into this metal bowl first, so I can add them later. I need 2 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. I know you're not typically supposed to do that over your bowl, but I don't particularly care. And finally, for the dry ingredients, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Also, while you're mixing all this together, if you're quick enough, go ahead and start preheating your oven to 375. Mix that together real quick, and then we're gonna set this aside. It does technically say that you're supposed to sift together all that stuff. I don't have a sifter. I don't particularly care. It's good enough just whisking it. This is why I said if you're quick enough, because you do also have to chop the apples, and I did not think about that beforehand. I'm personally going to peel these apples because at least in an apple muffin, I don't think skin on an apple should be a part of what you're making. So I'm gonna peel these. I'm using Cosmic Crisp apples. I just looked up what apples are best in foods like Apple Crisp because it's a very similar flavor profile that we're doing here. So I assumed that Cosmic Crisp apples would be just fine. Also, if you hear talking in the background, I'm watching Try Guys videos on my iPad. I need 2 cups of apples, and considering that this by itself is already making close to 1 cup, I might not have needed to peel 3 different apples. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do 1.5 batches, and because why not? Because I have a feeling I'm really gonna like these muffins. Roughly 3 cups of apples are here. We are now going to go ahead and put that in a bowl, and we need to coat that in cinnamon and flour. We're gonna have to just keep doing math now throughout this entire video. So I need 3, did that say teaspoons or tablespoons? It said teaspoons. How many teaspoons go into a tablespoon? It is exactly 3 teaspoons, so go into a tablespoon. So I just did 1 tablespoon. Oops. Half a teaspoon plus roughly another 1/4. Mix this together to thoroughly coat the apples. I need half a cup of butter, 1 cup of granulated sugar. I need to cream this together until it is like light and fluffy, and then we can add in the eggs. I'm gonna do that over here because I don't have a plug over here, and my cord for my mixer is only so big, so give me a minute. So I just realized that I forgot I was doing 1.5 things of this, so kind of need to add some more into here. That is a lot better. Now we actually have the correct ingredients. It says to add 3 eggs. Technically they're supposed to be at room temperature. I did not do that, so it's just gonna be 3 eggs. Eggs are mixed in. Now we need to add the vanilla. It says 2 teaspoons of vanilla, so we are doing 3. Now it says I need half a cup of milk, and then I'm going to alternate between the flour mixture and the milk to make the actual muffin batter. It says I need half a cup, so we're going to do 3/4 of a cup. Alternate back and forth, mixing in the flour mixture and the milk until this is completely combined. Okay, now we're gonna dump in all the apples. All of those are gonna go in there. Ooh, lost an apple. I'm just going to do the baker spray because it's way easier and way less work. Now what you want to do is get some sort of scoop. You can use a measuring spoon. You can use a measuring spoon. I happen to have this little like scoop that has a handle to it. Some people use them for ice cream. Some people use them for baking specifically. I'm gonna probably go with 2/3 of the way, but we'll see.
Say they're just like because it is so.
Both of these are filled. The 1.5 batch actually ended up making like a perfect 24 count of these muffins. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the oven. I need to look to see how long they're supposed to go in there for. Bake until a toothpick or skewer inserted in the middle comes out clean, which takes about 30 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these in the oven for roughly about 30 minutes. I'll check on them in about 25 minutes just to see. The muffins came out of the oven. They look so good. Cheers, y'all. Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that actually.